गूगल स्कॉलर में तो it will be tough, but yes, Web of Science में what we can do is like here is you can see my screen, I feel, right? So let me
Yeah,
increase the font size. What you can do is you will get you will get one file from Web of Science, and you will
yeah.
get one Scopus file, right? Two Excel files you will get. So what you will be doing is, at the end of the Google Scholar or Web of Science, either whatever you want. So let me what you have to do is like you freeze this first, freeze top row. Now what you have to do is like once you have freeze this, now you move down and you see there is a title of the paper. This is the
Okay,
title of the paper, right? So what you will be doing is you will be what you will do is like after this you will put your Web of Science documents from here, and what you will do is like the title column of the Web of Science should come here,
yeah,
and then what you will do is you will sort it on the basis of the title. Like you merge two files, you merge you have the Scopus file, so you put the Scopus file over here, and then you have to write from here the write the documents of the Web of Science, right? And this title should come here from Web of Science as well, and then go to sort. So sort A to Z, or whatever you want to do, that Z to A. So what will happen is the two papers will come at the same place, the Web of Science and from this Scopus. Are you able to
okay,
understand? So what will
okay,
happen is like then you delete the records altogether. So just click onto this and click on the option delete. So it will delete the duplicate files, and you will get a one file that is purely and purely consisted of like there will be duplications will be removed, and you can use this file.
okay. Great, great. Thank you very much. First of all, it is possible to have a way to duplication elimination between, for example, Google Scholar and Scopus.
Google Scholar is a different database altogether. You cannot extract the files from there. So, what you do in the Google Scholar is like you go one by one, right? Google
Okay.
Scholar, mein, so what you do is like you go one by
Oh,
one for records, right? So you have to put all the records. You do not get a Excel file from there. So
yeah,
that is a
yeah,
disadvantage of that. So if you have to put it, like if you have to see whether this paper is there or not, so what you can do is like yahan se you can see the paper. Let's say green bonds is the paper and sustainable development. So what you can do is
yeah.
like if it is there green bonds for sustainable development, so you can type it in the find. You can type over here the green bonds. I don't know what is it. So
Okay, so
it will give you this thing ki like
it
this
will
is there
take
or
a
not.
lot of time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Can you repeat it? Yeah, first the one we should do between two files is views. No,
What? I'm not able to understand. What are you saying?
I'm gonna when you indicate. Okay, how to eliminate duplication between
Duplications from the
yeah,
Web of Science. So let
yeah.
me repeat this again. So what you have to do, you will get one Excel file with
Yeah.
respect to Web of Science, right?
Okay.
You will get an Excel file from Web of Science and Scopus as well. So what you will be doing over here is, so you there is a column that is called as a title. So this name of a particular paper is unique. You understand that? The
Yeah.
title of the paper is unique. So what you will do is in the end of this Scopus files. So what you will be doing is you will be putting your Web of Science papers from here itself, but you have to make sure that title of that Web of Science papers also come here in this column. So what
Okay.
you
I
will do
see.
is, yeah, then you will do go to sort A to Z. So if you will go to A to Z sorting, So what will happen is, let's say Web of Science also, let me ek minute, let me do this. So let's say Web of Science also have the same paper. So what it will come, dirty banking probing. So the dirty banking again will come here, this record. Duplication will be there, na? Because of Web of Science, and because you're sorting the whole data on the basis of the title. You are sorting the whole of the data on the basis of the title. Are you getting me about this?
Yeah, I
Ha,
understood.
so
You got
what
to
you
say.
will do is you will delete it from here like this. So you will delete this from here and you will get a file that is only one time.
Okay.
Is it clear?
Okay. Thank you very much. It's really clear.
Yeah. Any other questions?
For
Yes.
me, just on. Thank you.
Okay. Any other questions? There's somebody who has written, how did you connect the SDGs to the ADO model in your this paper? Do you want me to answer this question as well? Trang?
Yes, please.
Okay. So what we have done in that is, let me take you to this. So, this is, you have to think about it. So let me tell you one thing. So whenever we are making an ADO model, so you have to decide to whom it can be connected to. So this is our idea. Like, how did we come to this? Like, we were brainstorming. Like, we were four authors, 4 to 5 authors in this paper. So what we did was, we were just uh, doing the work on this paper. So we brainstormed this. So everybody thought, like, how can we connect this ESG with the SDGs? So someone, one of my friend, she said, okay, let's connect it with SDGs. So we thought about it. So now what we have done in this paper is, like, this is ADO, that is antecedent decisions and outcome. ADO may we have written three antecedents, that is environment, social, and corporate governance. So these are the three things. Now we connected it with SDGs. How did we do that? Let me show you this. So what we did was, we tried to read the SDGs. So let me take you to here. Okay, so the goal 6 of the SDG is clean water and sanitation. So it is we connected it with environment. Like, this is our first antecedent, that is environmental issues. We connected this SDG. All the SDGs belonging to the environment is being connected with this environment issues. So likewise, this way we have written it: affordable and clean energy, climate action, life below water. So all this is connected to the environment. So this all idea comes with the help of a brainstorming. And then like, because there is one paper of mine, this is one paper, there's another paper of mine. So let me show you that paper as well. So where we connected it with the theory. So as this ADO model has been connected with that of the theory. Let me take you to this. So I showed this paper to all my friends who were working onto this. Like, this is another paper of mine that got accepted in A category journal, and this is again on SLR. And so I was showing this paper of mine to my friends when we were doing that paper. So here what we have done, this all again comes with the brainstorming. So Maclean's theory of need. So we again connected this paper is on impact investment. And we connected the antecedents with that of the Maclean's theory of needs. So I was showing this paper to my friends, and with the help of this, like, one of my friend in this paper, she said, let's connect it with SDG. So it comes only with the brainstorming. So that is all how we connected it with this. And it by chance, it got, everything was fine, so we did it. I hope it is okay. Anything else?
Thank you so much, Professor. I'm good.
Yes, you're welcome. Any other question? Okay. Okay, so let me proceed ahead. I will give you some tips today. Tips or means I will tell you some other things about the bibliometric analysis. So let me tell you, bibliometric analysis can be done on some topic. Let me write this over here. So when we're talking about the bibliometric analysis, let me increase the font size. Let me. So when we are doing the bibliometric analysis, that can be conducted on some topic, on some like keywords like green finance, green bonds, sustainable development, right? So this is some kind of a topic. So this is one way to conduct a bibliometric analysis. Another way, secondly, on some journal, we can conduct the bibliometric analysis. So what I'm saying, let's say there is a journal, Journal of Sustainable Finance and Investment, right? There is a journal. This is one journal I'm talking about. So this is a journal, Journal of Sustainable Finance and Investment. So you can do the bibliometric analysis of this journal as well, right? So what is the first way of conducting a bibliometric analysis? So if you want to conduct a bibliometric analysis, so it can be on some topic, right? Like example, I'm giving you onto this some keywords like green finance, green bond, sustainable development. Second way, you can conduct a bibliometric analysis on journal, on a particular journal, any journal you take, any journal. This is the name of one journal. Another journal is, let's say, Asia Pacific Financial Market. Any journal you name, and you can conduct the bibliometric analysis. You know, this is also very important for the journals. Why? You people must be aware, because if you have more and more of the citations, if a journal has more and more citations, they would like it because this will increase their ranking. So if you ask a journal editor that you want to write a bibliometric analysis on their journal, so if they allow, so you must write that bibliometric analysis onto that journal as well. So this is another way. Let me show you this paper. This is a paper of my colleague from Chandigarh University only, and she has written a journal. She has written a bibliometric analysis on this journal, that is Journal of Money Laundering Control. So she has written bibliometric analysis onto this, and this journal got it accepted, and this paper got accepted. So let's just have a look at this. I'll share this paper with you all. So this is the paper. Up now, what she has done again, she has seen what are the leading countries that have written more papers in their particular journal, this particular journal. So we are talking now here about the particular journal, right? And so this is one aspect. So you can do highly cited keywords and word growth in that particular journal. So it is talking about a particular journal, right? Look at this. This is for a particular journal. These are the keywords for a particular journal, right? And there are many graphs, cluster wise, they have written it. Another graph, network of authors keywords. So there are matlab, what I'm trying to tell you over here is, so you can write, I'll share this paper with you. So what I'm trying to tell you, that you can write a bibliometric analysis on some journal as well, right? Why do the journals need these kind of papers? To have more and more citations for their paper. So that is why the journals need this, right? So you can write it that. Next is, uh, okay, so these are the two things that you can write a bibliometric analysis on, right? And let me uh, let me tell you about the systematic literature review in between. I hope it is fine. Like, I will be telling you all these small things about both the methods, like systematic literature review and bibliometric analysis, right? So these are the small things that was left behind. So I thought, let me complete this with you all. So systematic literature review. So on which things you can write a SLR paper. So let me take you to this. I hope it is clear. Please raise your hands if it is clear till here. Please raise your hands if it is clear till here. Any doubts, any queries onto this? Okay. Others also please raise their hands.
Maybe ask them to put the in the chat. So type
Okay.
in the number 1 if you is clear, and type in number 2 if it's unclear.
Yes. Okay. So this is clear, right? So let's move to the next topic, and that is on the systematic literature review, right? Systematic literature review, may what we can do is, like I have already told you, the most important things about the systematic literature review, like you should have TCCM framework, TCM framework. This we have already done. And second is the ADO model. So this is very, very important, right? So this is on some topic. Again, systematic literature review, when you write, this can be on some topic like this. Systematic literature review also you can write on some topic. Second, what you can write on the systematic literature review, you can take some theory as well. Theory, on the theory as well, you can write a SLR paper. So let me show you one paper, theory based review. So this is another paper that is on theory based, right? So So this is a theory, the role of self-determination theory in marketing science, and integrative review and agenda for research. So this is another paper. This is another way you can write the SLR on. So one is the one that is a normal thing, that is a topic like green finance, green bonds, or sustainable development. Or second way you can write an SLR is on the based of some theory, right? So this is the theory. So this is another paper that I'll share with all of you. So this is the theory, self determination theory in marketing science. So this is the paper, I will share it with all of you. So the way of writing is almost the same. The way of writing is almost the same, right? So I'll share this with all of you. So what is important, like you can write it for this two things, right? So this is about, these are the small things. Now let me tell you what all headings is there in SLR paper, right? Sorry, bibliometric analysis paper. Let's move ahead with the bibliometric only. Bibliometric analysis paper. How do we write the bibliometric analysis paper? So what is the first thing that we write is the introduction. Introduction may I'll tell you what all is included into the introduction. Second important part is research methodology here. Please note, when we write the bibliometric analysis paper, we do not write the review of literature. I already told you in the when we were talking about the SLR paper. So we do not write the review of literature, right? We come directly to the research methodology section. So what all is included? Okay, so let me write first the all the parts of it. The next is important thing is data analysis and interpretation. Then comes the discussion, implications of the study, and then the conclusion. So this is the different headings that comes into the bibliometric paper. So how do we start with it? So we will go one by one, see what all is included in each of them, in each of the heading. So what all topics will be included, how do we write the introduction part, and all the parts of the bibliometric analysis paper, how do we write the research methodology section, data analysis, discussion, and everything. So what all is included into the introduction part? First, let's say if we are talking about the green finance, right? So how do we write for this? The main thing that you have to write is what is green finance. Then you write how the people in the world is following this, any status, and even you can get this thing from even this here, like you type into the Google green finance status in the world. Let's say I want to write this. So you can get this information from the Google website itself. So this is the important information, and you must write in your paper, right? So about the introduction, green finance. Let's say if the green finance is the topic, so how do we write for that? So you will be writing what is a green finance, and how a very few lines about what is the green finance and how do the people in the world is following this, right? So you can don't mind to get even the data from the Google website, right? And put the in-text citation if you have taken anything from the Google website. So what you need to do is you have to put the in-text citation for this. I hope you know how to put the in-text citation for this. Are you people, do you people know how to put the in-text citation for this?
Maybe you give them some
Okay.
of, an overview, a little
Okay.
bit guidance, please.
Right. So what I did was I clicked onto this website, and this website is opening. So let me show. It's opening. Just wait. Okay. So this is the website. Even you can give this data into your paper. This is a long site figure, but you can cut short this figure as well, right? And you can take the information from here as well. So you can see from here, this is talking about the green finance, right? So what is the status of the green finance in the world? So you can take this, right? And how to put in text. Let's say you have taken this into the introduction part, so you can copy it from here right now, but later on you have to remove the flag. Please remember this. Like you can take initially you can take the material from the website or anywhere, but later on you have to remove the flag. You have to rewrite this material into your own language, right? So how do we write the in-text citation? And after this you have to give the in-text citation. So how do we give the in-text citation for this? So this is the we have to see if some authors have written this or not. So let me check onto this article. Let me see from down. If there is a name, then we will quote the name. No, there is no name about it. So what we will do is, like, let me check over here. No, there is no name. So what we will be doing is, so which is the institute that has written it? IIGF, International Institute of Green Finance. So how do we write this? We will be writing over here international. This is International Institute of Green Finance. Institute of Green Finance, right? And the date on which it has been written. Let me increase the font size. I know it. So you can see from here. So what I have written is International Institute of Green Finance. So we need to check out the year in which this report has been written. So let me check this out if we can get something from here. Look at this. This table is in 2020, right? So let's say if it is not there, so you can put it like this over here. So this is in-text citation, right? So how do we write the reference simultaneously? Let me tell you one thing. If you are putting the in-text citation simultaneously, you must be writing the references as well. So write this into the reference. And what how do we write the reference for this? If you are taking some material from the website, so the name of the person or the organization, right? And the topic. So next what it will come is, this is the topic. So what you will do is copy it from here. So this is the topic. So let's copy it here from and put it here. And accessed on, what is the date today? 29th of January 2025. From which is the website? This is the website. Click onto the website and put it here. So this is how you put, let me decrease the font size. Let me put it to 12. Yeah. So this is how you will be writing the reference for this. Let me repeat this again. So what I have written is, this is the name of the person. If there is no name of the person, then the organization name, then the year, then the topic, and then when did you access it? Let's say today we have accessed this, accessed on 29 January 2025 from this website. So this is how you write the reference if it is from a website. When you take some content from the website, so this is how you write the reference, and you have to put the in-text citation as well, like this. And do this simultaneously. Please, whenever you are taking any content from the Google website, so put the in-text citation from where you have taken immediately and put the reference as well, because later on it will become difficult for you to find it out, right? So let's move ahead now. So we were talking about the introduction section. Now we are talking about the introduction section. So how did we start? Let me repeat this. So let's say the topic is green finance. So how do we write it? We write what is a green finance and how the people in the world is following this, and then about your country as well. So next isme you can write is green finance in your country. So this information again you can take it from the Google website, right? Next, what is most important is the research gap. So please remember, this is also one of the most important things why you are doing this topic, right? What is the research gap? You have to make sure that the previous people, they have not done this topic, so you have to write the research gap over here as well. So how do we write? So one way, let me tell you how to write the research gap. So let's say we are writing okay, let me show you this. Let me close down the extra windows. Okay. Okay. So let's go to Google Scholar, and our topic is green finance and sustainable development. Let's say green finance and sustainable development, or let's say it is green bonds, because I can show you something from my paper, green bonds and sustainable development. Let's say we are writing onto this topic. So we got this much of papers from here, right? But if we type onto the Scopus, we will get more papers onto this topic. Always remember, Google Scholar helps you in finding out the paper, but it is always better to have an access to the Scopus or to the Web of Science, because they give you a complete file, Excel file, right? And that is very, very important. But this Google Scholar, that helps you, no doubt, but still the Excel is more important, right? So yahan par what will you do? How do you find the research gap? Now what you will be doing is, let's say you have got this paper, so you want to cite these papers into your, one way to write the research gap is to cite these papers. Let me put this, let me open another file. So let's say this is one paper, right? So you have to read these papers. Please remember, you have to read all these papers, whatever comes onto the green bonds and sustainable development, if you are working onto this topic, right? And how do you come to know about whatever work you are going to do is not being done in the past? How do you come to know? You come to know through a review of literature. Review of literature means when you have studied the previous done papers, right? So you have to make sure that whatever you are doing is not being done in the past. This is the most important thing. So let me show you one thing. What I'm trying to tell you here is, let me show you one thing. There is a paper of mine, student. This is one of my students' paper. This got accepted as well. So let me show you what we have done. So we have made a model. This is the table. So what we have done is, we have made this model. This paper got accepted. So we made this model. But before making this model, we have to make sure no author has done work like this in before, right? So how do we come to know about it? We come to know through by reading the papers and by reading the abstract, right? And how do we write the research gap over here? Let me show you from this paper. Okay, now look at this. This is a paragraph. This is the paragraph that I have written. What previous studies has been done? Let me this whole paragraph is on the previous studies. So how do we write this? Previous studies have been conducted on the topic as follows. So how do we write this? Let me show you to this. What we have done over here is, like, let's say this is the paper. So what we will do, we will take out this one, the topic, the title of the paper. Let me put it here, that only the title of the paper. What we are doing right now is we are writing the research gap. Matlab, how your paper is different from the previous papers, right? So what you are doing, so let's say that from the Google Scholar, you go to this site option, you go to this first paper, you read the paper abstract, you go to the site then, and you select this whole and put it in a separate sheet. So how do we write the research gap now? So this will be used as a reference of your paper. And how do you put this into a paragraph into your paper? So like, this is the topic: green bonds for sustainable development, review of literature on development and impact of green bonds. Then the author's name. So Bhutta et al, comma, 2022, close, semicolon. So this is one paper that has already been conducted previously, and this is not similar to our paper. So this is the research gap. So this is the research gap. This, like, you are writing this, like, what I'm trying to tell you here is, like, this is a research gap paragraph that I have written about the previous papers from, with the help of Google Scholar or from the help of a Scopus website. So let's talk about the next paper. So copy this paper from here and put this over here. again, so what I'm doing here is take the name of this paper, the title of this paper, put it here, and in the bracket, what you will be writing, the name of the person, Tolliver et al., full stop 2019, inverted commas. Next. So again, you will be writing the another paper. Are you able to get me through this? Are you able to understand this point, please? Please raise your hands if you are able to understand, or you can write one into the chat box. Mhm. Okay. Okay. Everybody is able to understand, right? Great, great, great. Okay. So, so keep on doing this till you comes out with one paragraph like this. So this is all about the previous studies that has been done on this particular topic. This topic is green bond, retail investor perception towards the green bond. So we have written over here the previous studies that has already been conducted. So we can say from here that none of the previous study has been conducted on this following topic, and we have made this model. This is my previous done paper that has already been published. So this is how you write the research gap. So similarly, when you are talking about this, so when you are talking about this, so this is how you have to write the research gap over here. I hope it is clear. So we are talking only about the introduction section. Please remember, if you want your paper to be published in a very good journal, so this is how, this much of things you have to put into your introduction, right? So I'm working with one of the professors, and I gave my paper to him to correct it. So what he told me, there is no research gap in one of my papers. So this is the most important thing that you have to put. Everyone has to put a research gap section in your introduction section, right? So next is the research objective, or the objective of your study. Objective of your study, please understand, this is also very, very important. Like, what is the objective of your study? Nowadays we write it over here into the introduction section in the last, and after that, that comes as chapterization. Means what? Like, chapter scheme. Let me take you to this over here. Look at this. This is my normal paper, and so we have written the research objective over here. Have a look at this. So this is the research objective and the research questions. This is the introduction section that is going on, and after this is the chapterization. Means the rest of paper has been structured as follows. Section 2 discusses the literature. This is a quantitative paper, that is why there is a literature review section. This is not a bibliometric analysis paper. This is on a, so but in bibliometric as well you can write this, not this, but section 2 you can write over here, presents the methodology. Section 3 deals with analysis and findings, and section 5 describes the conclusion and limitation. So this is the chapterization, and this is how you write the research questions in the end, right? So this is the introduction part. So this all things has to be included into the introduction part, right? Acha, one more thing that is important over here is, try to put, whenever you are writing the introduction or any part, try to put the latest in-text citation. Latest in-text citations means you try to quote those papers. Like 2025 is going on now, so from 2021 till 2025, more and more studies that you put into your introduction part or anywhere in throughout your paper. So it should be from this much years, 2021 till 2025. So let me show you this as well into my paper. So I try to look at this. Let me increase the font size. So you see, this is my paper on green bonds. So what I have done is, look at this: 2024, 2024, 2024, 2024. 2024, ये research gap. I'm showing you the part of my research gap, right? So most of them is from 2024, but try to put something else as well. Look at this. So 2021, can you see to this? 2021, 22, 20, 2019, 18. This got published in year 2024. So 21, 22, 22. So you can see from here. So you have to put maximum in-text citations. Look at this, maximum in-text citation from the latest years. So this is also very, very important. Okay, now another important thing about the in-text citation is like, so let's say you are targeting some B journal. B, let's say you are targeting some B category journal. Let's say you are targeting journal of um, any journal, accounting literature. So it's a good journal. So what you will be doing is try to get the citations. If you are, if you are aiming to put your paper into this journal, so what you need to do is you try to get more and more papers from this journal and try to cite 4 to 5 or maybe more than papers, more than 4 papers into your paper, right? And if you're targeting A category journal, so what you can do is like find out first the names of the good journals. Let me close it down and let me tell you what I'm trying to say you. Okay, let me show you another file of mine. From there it will be more clear what I'm trying to tell you here. Desktop, just a minute. This paper of mine got published. No, this not. Just a minute. What I'm trying to tell you, I'll tell you what I'm. This is an important document. Okay, this is the third paper, panic buying. Mm-hmm. Okay, so let me tell you what I'm trying to. Okay, this is one paper that I was working on. So what we did was to get. We were targeting for A category journal. So what we have done is like we list down the name of the journals like this. So they all are A category journal. We list down the names of the journals, right? So let me tell you how do we go for it. Let's say Journal of Business Research. This is a marketing area, but let me tell you what I'm trying to tell you. So this is a Journal of Business Research. This is a Journal of Business Research. Go to its website. This is a marketing journal, right? So search in this journal. So please, let's say customer satisfaction. This is another area because this is a marketing journal. So we have to put some keyword. Let's say we are working on a paper on customer satisfaction, right? So you get these papers: customer satisfaction, customer satisfaction, customer satisfaction, right? So what you need to do is, if you are targeting A category journal, so try to put all the in-text citations from A or B category journal. List down list down the names of the journal first over here like this. List down the name of the journals over here, and then go to the search command, and then put whatever you want to find out, and then you in cite these papers. So this is one journal. So again, what you will be doing is you will be following this for the another journal as well, Journal of Retailing and Consumer Services. Go to the website, go to its website, put it here, journal of this journal. Then again there is a search button over here, so put customer satisfaction again over here. So whatever you will be doing is you will be putting the in-text citations from these journals. I hope you got this point. So this is very, 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 very important if we are targeting a category journal, right? So this is important when we are writing a good paper. So this is how you write the introduction section. So let's move to the another section of it. Okay, so let's move to the research methodology section. The research methodology sections may Prisma framework is important. Prisma framework is important over here. So it has 4 stages again, the way we talked about into the that thing, SLR paper. So, but let's see once again for this. So let me show you my paper, one paper that I'm really working on right now, because I've written this paper only recently. So it has 4 stages. Assembling the data. Okay, so whenever we are working with the research methodology part, so try to make more and more diagrams. I told you this earlier as well. So try to make more and more tables and figures in this section. Prisma framework is also important. It tells you how you find out the final number of the papers. How did you find out the final number of papers, right? And it has 4 sections, right? So what are those 4 sections? First is called as assembling the data. Let me take you to another paper of mine rather than this. Let me just uh, okay, personal folder. This is a paper of mine. Okay, so what you have to do is like research methodology. Okay, you can say this as identification. Also, you can say this, and this is how you have to write. Identification means how many papers in totality you find out first, and what are the different keywords. So that is identification, right? And you can write, you can make this table as well. This is another paper of mine, right? So inclusion exclusion criteria. What is the inclusion criteria? What is the exclusion criteria? Because we have to get the file from the Scopus or the Web of Science. Everybody is able to understand, na? Just want to understand. Everybody is able to understand. Okay, okay, okay. Sometime because when we are taking the session through this mode, so we sometimes we feel that we should know whether you people are there or not, right? And you are able to understand it or not. Anyways, so let's move to this part. So I'm showing you again. So this is the first. There are 4 steps towards it. Somebody writes 3 steps and somebody write 4 steps, right? So what is the first step into the research methodology section? That is identification. Like how many total papers that you have got from the Scopus or the Web of Science database. So this is also important. Like you have to get the Scopus database file or the Web of Science CSV file that you get. That is important, right? So again, you extract the data from those databases, right? So the total number of papers that you received initially, and what were the keywords that you have used. So this includes this, and just put this into a table form so that it is more visible to that of the reviewers and the editors. And so like this, like database, Scopus, and articles part searched, subject area, search string, and time span, right? Next, inclusion or exclusion criteria. So inclusion exclusion criteria, like articles published in Scopus Index and ABDC Rank Journal from the year 2011 to 24. So this is on my paper. This is for my paper. Research article includes research paper, review papers, and conceptual papers. So this is what is included. This is the inclusion criteria for selecting the Scopus papers. for selecting the final number of papers. This is the inclusion criteria, and these are the keywords. And what is the exclusion criteria? So we have not included in our papers working papers, reports, unpublished work, and thesis, and case studies, book chapters, and like this. And language other than English, we have not chosen that, right? So this is the first stage, and this is called as the identification, right? So this is the first stage, that is called as the identification. Next is the screening. So second में stage में how did you come for it? So this is the next stage of the Prisma framework, right? And then inclusion में this is the final number. Inclusion is the final number. How you get to this final number, that is the inclusion criteria, right? uh, first stage is identification, right? Second is screening. How did we screen? Like initially we got 1280 article, 1279 documents. And how did we screen those? So we screen those such as working papers, reports, unpublished work. So these were included. And in the second stage, we the number reduced to 560, right? And the next, eligibility. What was the eligibility criteria that we followed? We followed that the papers has to be ABDC ranked and Scopus indexed, and then we receive the 400 articles. And now reading the abstracts, in the last stage what we did was we read the abstracts and found that 14 articles, they were not important, and we excluded that, and the final articles that we received was 386. So this whole will be the this whole is the Prisma framework, and this whole is included in your research methodology section, right? So this is one way of doing it. Another way of doing it is diagrams you can make according to yourself. So let me show you another diagram that you can make. Let me take you to this diagram. So this is another diagram that you can make into your research methodology section. This is for one of my papers that I did. So research questions, what were the research questions, research methodology, and research outcome. So what is the research questions? What research question means? The things that you are going to do into the data analysis part. Research question will be related to the things that you will do into the data analysis part, because the data analysis, please understand, look, research question has to be related to this. Next section is the data analysis section. So this is the data analysis section. So isme we are talking about main information. So research question will be included about, can you see to my screen? So you can see the main information. So research question is always about what you are going to do into the data analysis part. So what is the first important thing? That is the main information, annual scientific production, most relevant keywords. So this is all there into the data analysis part. So like year of publication, paper by journal, country. So this all will go into the research questions. Are you getting me at this point? So this all will go into the research questions, thematic evolution, top cited articles, three field plot. So I have done, so these are my research questions that has been answered into the data analysis part. So this all will, this is another way of presenting the diagram into the research methodology section. This is one way, that is you make the Prisma framework and do it like this, like this is one way of doing it. And you write all the stages has to be written, that is to be there. Whatever we have written over here in the research methodology section, the 4 stages, that is to be written definitely, right? But the diagrams you can alter according to yourself. You can think of some other way of writing these diagrams, making these diagrams, so you can do that. Right. So this is about the second section of the paper of the bibliometric analysis, and that is called as the research methodology sections. Any doubt till here? Any questions or any doubt? Please ask. Any
Please
questions
type
or
1
anything?
in the chat if it's clear. Type 0 if it's unclear. Thank you.
Okay, everybody's saying
So
it
far,
is
so
clear.
good. Shalini?
Yeah. So, should I stop here or what? Should I?
Yeah, I think you can stop here and we continue next week. Yeah.
Yeah, sure. No issues.
All right. So, is the paper that you're using today, are they new or they're
They
already
are
that you
new.
sent
No,
to
no, they
me?
are new. Let me send it to you. Right. I'll
Okay.
send it to you right now.
Yeah. You can send in the chat. You can
Okay,
attach to
let
the
me.
chat
Yes,
like
yes,
I
yes,
showed
yes.
you before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let me try this again.
The
I think
description should
no, I
be.
think I'll send it to you because
Oh, okay. Yeah.
I'll mail you.
Oh, the description. What description, Lin?
What?
Lin Bui, she asking the description
Okay.
should be in methodologies or in a result
The
section.
description. What is the description? I'm not able to understand.
Yeah, that's
What
what
is
I'm asking her.
Yeah, I mean the descriptions for findings from the year publication or from the
data analysis
authors or
part?
something like that. The
Data
description
analysis
that
part.
means I mean the
Data analysis.
yeah, data analysis should be in methodology or in results section.
That will be in result sections. Data analysis part. Is
Okay,
that
thank you,
clear?
Professor. Thank you, Professor.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So I
Yeah.
will, if you have email me, I will add into the folder. Is there anyone here that doesn't have the folder? Doesn't know the folder? Do we need to send again? Mhm. All right.
The
Now let's go and find the link. Okay.
bibliometric and I'm just sending you. Just give me a minute.
Yeah. Let me try to find the link again.
I've sent you, Duke.
Yes,
I've
thank
sent
you.
you 2 papers. Yeah.
Yep. So I will mark it as lesson 4. Today lesson 5.
Yeah.
And now it's as lesson
Today's
lesson
lesson
5
5.
one.
Yeah. Okay.
And then
So, what is the topic that you want to do in the next session? Because it will not take
also
much
you
time.
think that you finished the bibliology magic? Will you think that you
Bibliometric?
finish?
Yes, yes, I will be able to finish that.
Okay. Would you like to continue? Let us see. System. Um, have I'm interested to learn how to draw those up like citation map, those of beautiful diagram that you have in your paper.
Okay. Okay. I
Yeah.
think that was left, I think. Yeah, yeah. We'll do this next week. Yeah, yeah. We'll do
Yes.
that
Yeah.
next week.
Yeah.
Sure, I
So
will do it.
so like when they already have the scopus data sets, how they what data that they require, and how to make those beautiful diagram and figures,
Okay, fine.
and how to write the analysis. I think, in my opinion, as one of the listener, the participant, I found that, right, if we just follow your papers, right, and then step by step as you explain the structure of a paper, how to
Yeah.
write, so why you write this, so they're very, very helpful.
Okay.
Yeah.
Do you
So
want me to
so we
send you a
can.
structure of what, like the way I have taught you right now today?
Yep, perfect. Yeah. So I think that, right, but we do with, I think that as people are participants have some idea now, if we can maybe pick the paper, one of your paper, and say, okay, today the lesson is to go through that paper. So you tell me in advance the paper, and I make sure, or you can give the paper now for everyone, right? And then we make sure that everyone will read the paper. If not
Okay.
reading carefully, at least skim and scan to understand, and then you explain the next lesson. You explain why you have done so. Yeah, how you identify the research gap, and how you have written those paper. I think that is very,
Research
very
gap.
important.
Okay. So
Yeah,
I'll send you one of my papers that I have written, and for finding out the research gap, right? This is what you
yeah,
are saying.
yeah,
Yeah, yeah. Let me share this paper with you.
yeah. So you email me, or you want
Yeah,
to send in the chat here?
I will email you. I will email you. That's
Okay,
easy for me.
okay, yeah, I can do it.
Professor Salini and Tidet,
Yes.
is it
Yes, yes.
possible to have a slot on how to use VOS view, for example?
Was view.
Yes,
Next
yes,
time we will do that.
VOS view,
yeah.
VOS view.
That is the one that I mentioned. When I
Was
mentioned
view?
about the citation math, that we use the VOS viewer. Yeah,
Okay,
Okay,
okay. We'll do
thank
that.
you. Thank you
Yeah,
very
we'll
much.
do it.
yeah. All right. So would you like me to give everyone these two paper,
Yes, yes. Now I'm
Shalini?
sending you one more. Yes, yes. I'm sending you one more paper to find out how to find out the research gap. So this is another paper I'm sending you. So I've sent
Okay.
you another paper as well. So that
Yes,
paper
yes,
will tell
please.
you how to find out the research gap as well.
Okay. Now, how should I organize this paper? Should I put them into original name of your name, that your paper name, or should I put them in the lesson folder, like, lesson 4, lesson 5, so what should I do? Should
In
I
my
put them
folder
as the
itself,
lesson 5 one?
what? Yes, you can do that. Yeah.
Okay, right. So where's my folder? Oh, here. So I give everyone the link for now, and then all right. So got it. Share, copy link. All right, now everyone, see if you are able to download this diagram.
The-
I'm sorry,
yeah.
not this diagram. This share try. All right, it's named Shalini SLR material, and then I
Okay.
will try to put the one.
Oh, wow. I can see this now.
You can. Okay.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, nice.
now I put a new folder, and I put
Yeah.
it as lesson 5.
Okay.
Right. Okay. Lesson 5 material. All right. So the one that you just put for me is the theory based review, correct? And
Yeah.
then what is another one?
Can I change the names as well? Will it be
Yeah, yeah,
possible
yeah.
for
You
me?
change the name. Oh, Shalini, let I give you the
You
what we
s-
call the edit access. Just give me
yes,
one
yes,
second.
yes,
Only
yes.
you,
Yeah, yeah. And
not
what you can do
everyone.
is please give me this link of the folder in
Yep, yep, I
to an
will.
email
Yeah.
to me. You
Right.
just
So
email this link.
please
I'll do it later
feel
on. I'll do it.
free to edit. Right. Okay. And
I'll edit it.
every day after your teaching, normally I do one of like the summary. So as you can see that we do have the summary there. All right. Okay. Yeah. All right. So I have uploaded everything there.
I'll
Right. So
I'll
you should have
segregate it.
edit.
I'll
You should
segregate it.
be the editor for that folder for now.
Right.
Yes.
Sure. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I think I do have. Oh, that paper has been uploaded twice.
Yeah, I'll do
One
it.
was last week. Yeah. Yeah.
What I will do is like I'll remove that and I'll segregate it. I'll name it properly.
Okay. Excellent. All right.
Yeah,
So
yeah, I'll do it.
everyone, just make sure that you have access to those and save it somewhere, safely, so you can look at again, right?
Yeah.
And then check back in a couple of days, right? When you're still in the what we call New Year holiday,
Okay. Happy
And
New Year.
then yes, I thought that we should have a day off today, but everyone want to learn. Feel free.
Yeah. Okay. Nice. That's great. Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Uh,
Chalo, nice.
yes. Uh, all right. Yep. Right. So we continue next week.
Yeah,
It's
sure.
also about 9 o'clock Vietnam time, which is
Yeah,
7:30 India time. Which city are
sure.
you now, Shalini?
I'm in Chandigarh. Do you
Chandigarh.
know India?
I don't know much. I only
I
know
know.
a few
Delhi?
names.
Delhi?
Yeah, I only know like Bangalore. Uh,
Oh,
what they
yeah,
call.
it's far off. Delhi?
Yes, Delhi. Yes, yeah.
Yes. So, my home is around 200 kilometers from Delhi.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yeah.
I may need to go there one day.
Sure, please do come.
Yes, I will talk to
Come to my
Mahesh.
home. Yeah, yeah,
Yes.
definitely. Please come.
Yeah, and
Chandigarh is a
definitely I
beautiful
bring
place.
you to Vietnam. I bring you around Vietnam.
What? You
I
will?
said definitely one day I bring you around, introduce you Vietnam.
Oh, wow, that will be great, na? Last time, yeah, you told me. So let's see when it get like when will you call me? June or July? You said, no?
I think end of June, from mid to end of June, because in July, the beginning of July, I have a conference,
Okay.
AFN's we call Accounting and Finance Conference in Brisbane. So I have to attend that one. And
Okay.
later on in July, I have to teach either in Singapore as well as in Melbourne.
Okay.
Uh, so
Nice.
so July is not good for me. The best time for me is the last 2 weeks of June.
Yeah, that suits me as well.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. Or maybe November. November, December at the end of the year. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
yeah.
Fine.
October, November, late October, like begin November is definitely the whole
Okay.
November is a good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm.
Okay. Definitely. Yeah. So you share the conference brochure as well with me. I can also, if it is possible for me, I will try to join as well.
Oh,
Is that
okay. Let's
possible?
talk. The deadline is on 6th of February.
Hmm.
Yeah, let's do the let's meet each other in that conference. Okay. Yeah, I
Yeah.
talked to Mahesh. Yeah.
Sure. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Happy New Year once again.
All right.
Enjoy
Thank
your
you.
day. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Bye,
Bye.
everyone. Have a
Bye.
good
Bye.
evening. Happy Death. Happy New Year. Happy holiday. Mm, okay. I stop the recording. Yeah. Pause it. Yes. Stop the YouTube. Right. So there is the video recording is there, and